Where China meets North Korea, a natural wonder of immense power lies dormant, the Changbaishan volcano. Towering above the surrounding landscape, this colossal volcano has shaped the land and the lives of those who dwell in its shadow for thousands of years. Its presence is both awe-inspiring and humbling, a silent sentinel watching over the borderlands. Known as Baekdu or Paektusan to Koreans, this sacred mountain is woven deeply into the national identity of both China and Korea. It dominates the horizon, its snow-capped peak visible for miles, and is revered in legends, poetry, and even national anthems. For many, it is not just a mountain, but a symbol of origin, strength, and unity. At its summit lies the breathtaking Heaven Lake, a sapphire-blue crater lake formed by a massive eruption centuries ago. The lake's tranquil surface belies the immense forces that shaped it, and on misty mornings, the water seems to merge with the sky, creating an ethereal, almost otherworldly scene. Changbaishan is classified as a mega-volcano, one of the most powerful types on Earth. Its peaceful beauty hides a legacy of cataclysmic eruptions, including one of the largest in recorded history over 1,000 years ago. The landscape, serene and inviting, is a testament to both destruction and renewal. Beneath Heaven Lake, the ground subtly rises and falls, a sign that the volcano is still very much alive. Wisps of volcanic gas seep from cracks in the earth, hinting at the restless magma chambers far below. These subtle movements are closely monitored, as they may be the first whispers of future activity. This paradox, a site of peace with the potential for global disruption, draws both tourists and scientists. Adventurers come to hike its trails and marvel at its vistas, while researchers study its every tremor, seeking to understand the mysteries locked within its ancient rocks. For locals, Changbaishan is a source of pride and anxiety. It provides water, fertile soil, and a home for unique wildlife, but also looms as a constant, what if? The volcano is a vital part of the ecosystem, shaping the rhythms of daily life and the stories passed down through generations. Scientists see evidence of past fury in the layers of ash and rock, each stratum a chapter in the volcano's dramatic history. Using seismic equipment and chemical analysis, they listen for whispers from the deep, hoping to predict what the future might hold for this restless giant. The volcano's story is not just geology, but humanity's relationship with untamable natural forces. It is a place where science, culture, and myth intersect, reminding us of our vulnerability and our resilience in the face of nature's power. It is a story of beauty and danger, ancient history and urgent questions, all centered on this magnificent peak. Each sunrise over Changbaishan brings new wonder, but also a reminder of the volcano's unpredictable nature. Straddling a sensitive border, Changbaishan is a living reminder that the Earth's story is far from over. Its future eruptions could shape not just the land, but the destinies of nations, making it a giant whose slumber is watched by the world. To truly grasp the immense power of Changbaishan, we must journey back in time to the year 946 AD, a moment forever marked by the Millennium Eruption, one of the most cataclysmic volcanic events in recorded history. That year, the mountain erupted with a force among the most violent in 10,000 years, unleashing energy that rivaled the largest eruptions on Earth and dramatically reshaping the surrounding landscape in a matter of hours. Ash and gas soared high into the stratosphere, turning day into night as the sky darkened for miles around. Pyroclastic flows, scorching avalanches of gas and rock, raced down the slopes, obliterating everything in their path and leaving a scar that endures to this day. The eruption's reach was astonishing. Ash fell as far as northern Japan, blanketing villages and fields, disrupting lives hundreds of kilometers from the volcano itself, a testament to the eruption's immense power and global impact. At the summit, the force of the eruption caused the mountain to collapse inward, creating a vast caldera, a massive crater that would eventually fill with water and become the legendary Heaven Lake, a place of both beauty and mystery. Today, this serene lake sits quietly within the caldera, its tranquil surface belying the violence that shaped it. The beauty of Heaven Lake masks the geological trauma beneath, a silent reminder of nature's duality, creation and destruction intertwined. The Millennium Eruption's impact on human history remains a subject of debate among historians, but some believe it may have played a role in the decline and eventual fall of the Balhae Kingdom, altering the course of civilizations in East Asia. For modern scientists, the Millennium eruption is more than a historical event. It's a crucial data point. By studying the ash layers, volcanic rocks, and chemical signatures left behind, researchers gain vital insights into the volcano's behavior and potential future threats. Examining the scars left on the landscape helps geologists model possible future eruptions, informing emergency plans and risk assessments for the millions who live in the region's shadow. The ghost of 946 AD still haunts Changbaishan's misty summit, a powerful reminder that beneath its calm exterior, the mountain's slumber is never guaranteed to last, and that its ancient fury could one day awaken again. Most volcanoes form along tectonic boundaries, like those in the Pacific Ring of Fire. But Changbaishan is different. It's an intraplate volcano, far from any plate edge. Its existence is a geological puzzle, likely fueled by a mantle plume, a deep, stationary hotspot. As the plate drifts over this plume, magma burns through, creating volcanoes above. This makes Changbaishan's behavior harder to predict than typical boundary volcanoes. Its triggers are hidden deep within the earth, not tied to familiar plate movements. Chinese volcanoes like Changbaishan force scientists to rethink how and why eruptions happen. Their plumbing systems are enigmatic, their rhythms mysterious. Any sign of reawakening here must be taken seriously. Changbaishan is a unique and powerful entity, governed by its own hidden geological clock. For centuries, Changbaishan's inner workings were a mystery. Today, seismic imaging lets scientists map its hidden magma system. Networks of seismometers reveal a vast, multi-level network of molten rock beneath the mountain. At least 2 enormous magma chambers sit at different depths, each capable of fueling a major eruption. The shallower chamber is especially concerning, lying closer to the surface. The Millennium eruption didn't exhaust the volcano. The system has been recharging ever since. This knowledge shifts the question from if to when Changbaishan might erupt again. Scientists now monitor subtle clues, tiny quakes, ground swelling, that signal magma on the move. Understanding this subterranean world is crucial for early warning and risk assessment. For decades, Changbaishan seemed at peace, its slopes blanketed in forests, its crater filled with a serene lake. Locals and visitors alike saw only calm, unaware of the restless forces deep below. But in the early 2000s, subtle changes began to disturb this tranquility. Between 2002 and 2005, the ground began to swell, rising ever so slightly, an early warning that something was stirring beneath the surface. This inflation was a subtle sign of magma pushing upward, straining the earth above. Seismic activity spiked, with instruments detecting tremors that had not been felt for years. Swarms of tiny earthquakes rattled the summit, each one a whisper from the restless magma below. These quakes were the sound of rock fracturing, as immense underground pressure forced its way through ancient stone. Magma, heated and volatile, was carving new pathways, seeking a route to the surface. At the same time, gas emissions from hot springs and fumaroles changed dramatically, hinting at chemical reactions deep underground. Temperatures rose, and new chemical signatures appeared in the steam, clear evidence that the volcano's plumbing was shifting. Increased helium and hydrogen in the gas samples suggested a new pathway had opened, connecting deep magma to the surface environment. Though the unrest eventually subsided, the episode left a lasting impression on scientists and local communities alike. It was a wake-up call, a reminder that the volcano is not asleep, but merely resting, its power undiminished. The landscape may appear calm, but beneath the surface, the giant stirs from time to time. The episode provided invaluable data, allowing researchers to better understand the warning signs of volcanic unrest. It revealed just how quickly Changbaishan can shift from dormant to active, and spurred the installation of enhanced monitoring systems. Today, scientists from both China and Korea work together, sharing data and watching for the next sign of change. The magma chambers beneath Changbaishan are not static. They shift and evolve, part of a living, breathing system. Only through continuous vigilance can we hope to understand and anticipate the next awakening of this sleeping giant. To gauge Changbaishan's risk, compare it to other famous volcanoes. Most active volcanoes, like Mount Fuji or Mount St. Helens, erupt frequently and are well studied. Changbaishan, as an intraplate megavolcano, is different. Its eruptions are rare but far more powerful. Its long dormancy can create a false sense of security. but the danger is immense when it erupts. The closest comparisons are supervolcanoes like Yellowstone or Taupo, capable of climate-altering eruptions. The Millennium eruption rivaled Taupo's in scale, with global consequences. Changbaishan's threat is low probability, but high consequence. A single eruption could disrupt the entire northern hemisphere. Unlike frequent, smaller eruptions elsewhere, a major event here would be a global crisis. Its power places it among the world's most dangerous volcanoes. After signs of unrest, China established the Changbai Volcano Observatory to monitor the giant. A network of seismometers, GPS stations, and gas sensors tracks the volcano's vital signs around the clock. Satellite surveillance adds another layer, detecting surface changes and gas emissions from space. International collaboration ensures data is shared, recognizing the threat transcends borders. This vigilant watch and tiered alert system provide the best chance to mitigate disaster for millions living nearby. Another major eruption would be catastrophic. Heaven Lake could vaporize, unleashing deadly mud flows and pyroclastic flows across China and North Korea. Ash would blanket vast regions, collapsing buildings, contaminating water, and crippling agriculture. Air travel across Asia and the North Pacific could halt for weeks, causing global economic turmoil. Sulfur dioxide in the stratosphere would trigger a volcanic winter, cooling the planet and disrupting food supplies. The humanitarian crisis would be immense, requiring international relief in a politically sensitive region. Recovery for northeastern China would take decades. The threat is not just geological, but humanitarian, economic, and political. Planning for this scenario is a global necessity. In our interconnected world, Changbaishan's story matters to everyone. Its quiet slumber belies the potential for a global crisis, disrupting air travel, supply chains, and climate. Monitoring Changbaishan is a shared international responsibility, tied to global stability and food security. As an intraplate volcano, it challenges scientific understanding and pushes volcanology forward. Every insight gained here helps prepare for volcanic threats worldwide. Changbaishan is a natural laboratory for understanding Earth's most profound forces. Watching it is an act of humility and foresight, reminding us of nature's power. Despite our technology, we remain subject to the planet's deep rhythms. The giant sleeps for now, but we must never stop watching. Our vigilance is the best hope for living wisely with the forces beneath our feet.